hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Tiki ASMR. It is good to see you again. It is really good to see you again. You'll have to forgive my voice a little bit. I had been doing some no talking videos while I was on vacation, and I got a little bit sick over the vacation, probably because of the various airports. And then I was in Las Vegas, so just lots of germs, but feeling a little bit better now, so I wanted to record a video with a little bit of whispering, do some mouth sounds, so like the tongue clicking that I always think sounds pretty good. We can do some more whooshing or swooshing sounds. So like the shoo, 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 whoosh, shoo, 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 flying across your screen. We'll do some of that. And then we'll just do some hand sounds as well. So this video won't be focused as much on like the hand movements as some of the previous few, but I'll definitely do some more of those in the future. I think we'll focus a little bit more on hand sounds and mouth sounds to go along with the whispering. So we can do a little bit of hat tapping as well. This will be like the lone item in the video, but Thailand. 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 I think a couple people mentioned that they really liked the mouth sounds in the last two videos that were non-talking, so a lot of the like and the shoo, shoo, shoo. I think that was a fan favorite, so we can do some of that too, but I figured I could just talk a little bit about my trip, do a little bit of a ramble with the sounds, and then I'll get into more of a longer trigger video probably this weekend, so we'll do a little bit more of a traditional trigger assortment soon, very, very soon. So, for my trip this last weekend, I went home to visit my family in Colorado. So, hopped on a plane to Denver, DIA. Hopped on that plane to Colorado and celebrated my dad's 62nd birthday. So he's 62 now. And we went to Breckenridge Brewery, who had some really good food and beer and drinks. And we did a lot of different like board games and different games, so I played a lot of darts, played a lot of pool, both 8-ball, 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 as well as 9-ball, so 8-ball and 9-ball pool. My sister came over after dinner to the house, and my mom, my dad, my sister, and I played Pictionary. If you played Pictionary before, it's a pretty fun game. If you haven't played, it's essentially each team is a team of 2 players, and one player is drawing a word, a noun, an action. So, for example, the word could be hat. The word could be hat, and one person has to draw a hat, and then the other person on their team has to guess it within 60 seconds. And Pictionary is multiple teams, so usually it's 2 teams, but I think you can play with more teams as well. And some of the rounds are what we call all plays, where 2 teams are drawing and 2 teams are guessing at the same time to hopefully guess the word first, and then you move pieces around a board. You move pieces around a board to get to the finish line first, and that is how you win. So, my sister and my mom were on a team, and my dad and I were on a team, and it was pretty fun. I remember drawing a log cabin, or what I thought looked like a log cabin, and my dad guessed hot dog, hot dogs, fingers. My logs were not very good, I guess. But as we moved across the board, we had a lead on my mom and sister and ended up beating them in Pictionary. So, and some of the words get pretty, obscure. So, my example of a hat would be one of the easier ones, but there's words of, how do you draw the word transition, or align, or how would you draw Thailand, for an example. If you're a very artistic person, maybe Pictionary is a little bit easier, but when you're terrible at drawing, like myself, it gets pretty funny for some of the guesses. So I spent 3 days in Colorado with my family, and then I went from Denver to Las Vegas immediately. So we flew over to Las Vegas, or I should say I flew over to Las Vegas, and my fiance and her 2 friends flew from Utah to Las Vegas on the same day. So we met in Las Vegas and went to the Kendrick Lamar and SZA concert in Las Vegas in Allegiant Stadium. So that's where the Las Vegas Raiders play. But it was a really fun concert. And I thought maybe the next day I was losing my voice because of the concert, but turns out I ended up being a little bit sick, so it is what it is. concert in Las Vegas on Saturday night. And then on Sunday, we went to dim sum. So like dumplings and noodles and buns. There's a lot of really good food at dim sum. And there's a couple different places you can go to in Vegas, but we go to Din Tai Fung. Din Tai Fung in the Aria. And we did that for lunch, and it was delicious. Delicious. And then they went to the outlet mall, or like to go shopping, and she actually got another ear piercing while I played some poker and lost some money. But then we met up for dinner at the Wynn Buffet, which was incredibly good. They had so many different things. They had tamales. They had pizza. They had seafood like crab legs and salmon and shrimp. They had prime rib. They had steak. They had sushi. They had desserts. Like so many things. They had watermelon juice. They had coconut water. They had rolls, they had bread, they had cookies, they had so many things. And it's as much as you can eat in 2 hours. So we got there around 7:30 and stayed around until about 9:20. And then we all had food babies. Big old food babies. So we definitely had a lot of good food and good fun in Vegas. And then we flew back to Utah on Monday. So it was a really fun trip. So I know that the next trip that we are doing in just a couple of weeks is going to be wedding venue shopping. So that one I hope is still fun, but it's definitely going to be a little bit more of a objective. We have an objective. We have to get the wedding venue sorted out. So that is the plan in a couple weeks, is to go do wedding venue shopping out of state. So So, that is the plan in a couple of weeks. And for this week, we're almost to the weekend again. That's the nice thing about, having like a Monday off from work, or having a random Tuesday or Wednesday off for a holiday, is the work week feels so short. But this weekend, we'll probably try to go see a movie. And I want to try to go to the gym, assuming that my throat feels a little bit better and that my sinuses aren't hurting. But I want to try to go to the gym this weekend. And tonight I'm planning on watching the NBA Finals. So NBA basketball, the championship, the NBA Finals, the ultimate round. I'll just flick my hat. The ultimate round for playoff basketball starts tonight. And the Indiana Pacers are facing off with the Oklahoma City Thunder. So it's the Pacers versus the Thunder. But I'll probably watch that tonight. So that's just a little bit of a ramble to catch you guys up on what I've been doing. The channel's grown a lot over the last couple of weeks. We are well over 100 subscribers now, so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well over 100 subscribers. I think we are right around 125 subscribers, which is amazing. It's been so fun doing videos, and even over vacation it was nice because after my family went to sleep, I just had some time where it's like, I'm not tired yet, so maybe I can do a video there. And that's where I played around with the no talking and some hand motions. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, so I think that's going to do it for this video. I think that's going to do it for this video. So I appreciate you for tuning in and liking the video and subscribing to the channel. We're building a nice community of nice people here. And every time I get a kind comment about triggers that you liked, or nice things about like my energy in the videos, it's always nice to see, so I appreciate those as well. But I will go ahead and let you go, and then I will be back with hopefully a longer video, more like a half-hour video this weekend. So assuming my throat cooperates. I think you can tell that I'm a little bit gravelly. So thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys again soon.